Damn. I just want to say I don't. Okay, we're not gonna. I didn't mention anything crazy. It's just it's a great moral dilemma, right? It's kind of a moral, it's kind of. But we won't go into any details because forget all that. We don't want no problems.
Yeah,
we're just two pod boys.
That's it.
Along with the third, we just podding. That's it. We don't want no traumas. Okay, welcome back to another episode of the Polytickin Podcast. You friggin' nerds. I'm Ahola Marcus at Sefa. All right, episode 124. You know what I mean? Our schedules are a little wonky, but it's getting fixed. I wouldn't worry. Yeah, we're here. I wouldn't popole. Okay, we're here. What the hell is going on? What are you doing?
Just when we start getting normal, like back to normal, I totally forget that I had to work early today. So we're recording this at night. I went to work. Marcus had his whole day. So yeah, the energy is a little different, but we still here. You know what I'm saying? We still here. Y'all know what it is, man. The Polytickin Podcast. If y'all want to support us directly, come on down to the Patreon, patreon.com/the Polytickin Podcast.
Yeah.
$5 or more. There's extra tiers. $5 or more for an extra episode every single week, and we are revamping that. We do have Marcus is the real pod boy for going in and changing his schedule just so he can record more. That's what my guy is sacrificing. You hear me? So we getting things situated. But come on down to the Patreon, man. We have a lot of fun over there. We kind of save all our personal stories for the Patreon because we know it's only a select few. You know what I'm saying? It's only the chosen few over there. For real. So if you want to be chosen, if you want to get chosen up on with around, come on down to the Patreon, patreon.com/the Polytickin Podcast.
Real players get chosen. That's all I got.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Get chosen, okay?
Never end up without a rubber. You know what I'm saying? RIP Pimp C. Yeah. What do you say? What Pimp C say? What do you say?
I'm a choosing lover, never without a rubber. She likes us into the sheets and on top of the covers.
Yeah, she's she's one of those. I remember one of his lines where he said, if I got an issue with somebody, you gonna smell my cologne.
Player.
Said, okay, Chad Butler. I see.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Chad Butler. So yeah, and also if you want some more of Marcus and our other homie Lance, Father Tongo of the Polynesian Podcast, going down to the Pacific Movie Starter Kit. Y'all know what it is. Breaking down contemporary classics. And also if you want some more Lance and Forrest. And you want some hot sports takes, going down to the Polynesian Podcast. If you follow us on the audio platform, then you already see it. If you follow us on YouTube, then you already see it. But yeah, just go, show some love. Check it out. Instagram, all that.
That's 3 shows in the network so far.
Yeah, so far. So far.
You can always add more.
Always. And we will. We will. But yeah, so I think that's all the program reminders. And with that being said, my brother, how have you been?
I've been good, bro.
Yeah.
Same old shit. I ain't been doing much, but it's funny that you bring up the starter kit because our episode back is going to be one that has a live action adaptation coming, I think next week, the 23rd. Okay. And that's Lilo and Stitch. All right. I watched Lilo and Stitch finally, the original, the animated for the first time this week.
Wait, what?
Yeah, so I mentioned on the show that I've never seen Lilo and Stitch ever, and we thought it was appropriate to watch it and talk about it for the starter kit when we finally come back and get our shit together. Yeah. And boy, I done missed out on so many years of proud Polynesia because, bro, I felt instantly like this is me. This is my movie right here, bro. Yeah. I already identify with Lilo. Weirdo. Yeah. Don't nobody know her or understand her. Weirdo. Should have watched this when I was 11. This movie came out in 2002. I was 11. You were like 6 or something. And you know what I'm saying? God damn, it makes me want to go into a time machine, go back and tell young Marcus to go watch it because I don't know what the fuck I was thinking in 2002 to not go watch this movie.
Was you like I'm
so fucking good.
Was you like, I'm a boy and that's a girl movie?
No. I remember feeling like, okay, yeah, like seeing it on TV and like, oh my God, there's another Polynesian person, you know? But I don't know. I just never got around to it.
You know, it's crazy. It didn't connect with me at that age. I guess because I guess most of the identity part of me came after I moved to Samoa. But like before that, it was more of a chore than it was a privilege to be Samoan. Like just being honest, completely honest. Like, you know, we grew up in Sacramento, we grew up in the city, we grew up, you know, just very different. And so like whenever the Samoan stuff would come around, it was like, oh, it was like, dang, you know, like it was like, when is this over? And it wasn't until I moved to Samoa where I really understood a lot more. And then I became, I mean, I was always proud because, you know, like The Rock and, you know, whatever. Junior Seau. But like, it was only for those moments. And it wasn't for like the culture per se. It was more so just the recognition. And then, so when I watched it as a kid, it was one of those things where like, I ain't Hawaiian.
Right.
Like it was like, I ain't Hawaiian. But now that I'm older, I should probably rewatch it. I haven't rewatched it with this perspective. So
I mean, I remember being proud of being Samoan, but not fully obviously understanding the culture and what that means to be. And like in 2002, I had just moved to Texas. Like I had been there for maybe a year from California. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I had grown up around Samoans and stuff. It's just we weren't. I don't know. I didn't really. I thought like just being Samoan was like everybody knew who we were, and then you get older and you realize nobody knows who the fuck we are. You know. So I had only been in Texas for about a year, and I hadn't really like met up with the Usos until the church got started up like maybe 2 or 3 years after that, because our families were like instrumental in bringing out the first church over there in San Antonio. But before that, we was all just, you know, left to our own devices. So I was really just by myself. Again, only child, you know what I'm saying, chilling with the neighbors. So there wasn't that much like, you know, obviously representation on TV. But when I remember feeling like, oh, what the? I feel like I just seen my cousin right there or some shit like when I was a kid, but not fully understanding. So I just never got around to it. And now as an adult, it's just like, oh, bro, you should have went to go watch it when you was 11. You probably wouldn't have understood it, but you should have went to go watch it anyway, because God damn, within like the first 10 minutes, I'm already like, the way they talked to Lilo and shit, the way Nani had to, just
she had to leave work
to raise her. Yeah, basically, she got fired.
Yep.
Nani got fired. She was doing so much to keep her little family together after her parents died. And Lilo was 6. No one understands her. So it's like, it was really good, you know?
You know what? Now that, and since I lived in Hawaii too, like you kind of, you know, I seen the struggle, especially for Native Hawaiians who lived out there.
Come on.
And so, you know, I'm gonna rewatch that. That. If y'all recorded on the day I'm available, I might hop on with y'all because, Okay. Well, wait, what did y'all record it already?
Nah, we plan to do it on the 24th, next Saturday. So,
all right, we'll see.
It'll be a couple days after.
There's a toy show on Saturday.
Oh, there's a comic convention going on in freaking Ontario. That fool Scoofy is gonna be there. I don't know where to go. What? Oh no, Ontario, California.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, you going to Ontario? I was about to be hella mad you go to Ontario before you come over here, bro. We was about to have problems for real.
You got me scared when you was talking about, you know, the border stuff. And I know, you know, Trump's America has got us, you know, fearing the border and stuff, but I want to come out there.
I mean, coming here is fine. It's going back.
Yeah. Okay. Well, then I'll have all my documents ready. You know what I'm saying? I got my social security card. I got my birth certificate. I got an updated passport. I just need my real ID. I hope my real ID doesn't stop me from.
If you got a passport, you don't need a real ID.
Right. Yeah.
Passport supersedes all that, so you should be good.
All right, cool. I mean, as long as that happens. And I know I can just get the real ID whenever I do my driver's license, whenever that expires. I could just upgrade to a real ID. So I'm good in that department. I just don't want to be arrested. I'm trying to go and hang out with my friend over here, with my brother, and do a show. That's
Marcus
it.
Over here trying to dunk on me. You be real. Be honest.
What?
You don't care about nothing but a basketball game.
That too.
Marcus
we can definitely play.
his whole suitcase luggage is gonna be basketball shorts and white t-shirts.
I really just want to get out there and just start moving. You know what I mean? Like move at my own pace now with a better car and stuff. But in due time. You know what I'm saying? I got to go out to Portland too. Got to go to Washington. You know what I'm saying? Got some people to see.
Come on down. Come on down.
But yeah, that's all I've been up to, brother. I just watched Lilo Stitch for the first time, and now I'm finally Polynesian. Now I'm finally there.
Hey, the soundtrack not bad, right?
No, it's not.
That soundtrack not bad.
You know what I mean?
The Hawaiian roller coaster ride.
And Ian Togi is singing the new version for the live action. So.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, okay. Yeah. He's Tongan, but it's all good. You know?
Oh, okay.
no shot to him. I'm just We'll get to it. We'll get to it. Cause he's from Hawaii, so I mean, he's a local. He's not native, but he's a local. Hey, that's my dog, man. Chill out. It's not like
I'm not doing anything.
You're doing everything. You're doing everything.
I know. Yeah, he grew up there, so there's no problem with that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Right.
I don't know. I was just pointing it out. I was just get this freaking towel.
I'm just wiping my sweat. Okay, it's getting hot in here.
Anyway, speaking of music.
Yeah.
I said, brand new music out now. Yeah. Shameless plug. Yeah. Brand new music.
Yeah.
On all platforms, man. Go to iTunes and buy it, and then go to Apple Music and stream it, and then go to Spotify and add it, and then do all of that.
This dude set me up so bad. I listened to it 3 times. Twice when he sends it to us, the Usos, and then once when he plays it for this dude, me and Lance, after the show, and it got me back crying again. And I was like, okay, see, this is crazy, bro. That message is crazy. And that song is 6 minutes, bro. It just fucking real stuff. He's going in. Real stuff. I'm crying. Like it's a lot. So I encourage y'all to go stream that. Go get that right now. Okay. Yeah. If you want to feel something. Okay.
We got an upper and a downer. All right.
An upper and a downer.
Yeah, we got the hardest out the set. You know what I'm saying? That'll get the party going, or I don't know, throw that on at the barbecue, the functions, and then we got My Father's Keeper, which is
that's
probably
the title.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. Probably I feel like it's my most personal song I've ever written. I mean,
that's crazy coming from you.
Yeah.
If y'all truly understand, like that's crazy coming from you.
I used to be on SoundCloud, pouring my heart out for 22 listeners. I used to upload a song a day for 12 days straight when I was just depressed and sad. I'll be in my little laundry room making music for 12 people in the whole world. Oh man. And now we're here. Yeah. And I think I compared to the song that I wrote about my grandma.
Yeah.
Which was also, them is some songs that I could only listen to a couple times.
Yeah.
Like I don't listen to it all the time. Shout out to my homegirl Brittany. She volunteers at the center that I used to volunteer, or that I work at. When I used to volunteer, we volunteer side by side.
Yeah.
And I told her about this. I was like, I got a new song coming out. And she was like, oh, she was like, no offense, but it'll be just like your grandma song, where I listened to it once, I bawl my eyes out, and then I never listened to it again. She was like, I just can't go there. But it's beautiful. I just can't go there.
Yeah.
And
we go there.
Yeah.
We go there.
We vacation there.
I've
been getting a lot of love, a lot of messages. One incident specifically though, which is crazy. It's a family, like we grew up together, like in the same church, and my dad passed around the same time her dad passed, probably like a couple days apart.
Oh shoot.
And she wrote me a message and she was like, I'm crying listening to your song, and it's crazy how similar our situations are. from the compressions to them asking us questions to just not knowing what to do. She was like, it literally felt like everything that we went through. And so I just take that as like it you know that saying from the Bible, like nothing, there's nothing new under the sun.
Oh, that's from the Bible. I didn't even know that was from the Bible, but I've heard
Isn't it
that
like
phrase.
Solomon, King Solomon or something like that? I
I
think
don't
it's,
know. Don't quote
yeah.
me. Don't
Okay.
quote me, boy. I ain't said shh.
I might be wrong, but I feel like it's Solomon said that, to where
Yeah.
there's nothing new under the sun. And as you know, sometimes I would hear that and I would get unmotivated. Like
Mm.
it would take the wind out of my sails, because
Mm.
it's like, on one hand you could look at it and be like, nothing I do is new. Nothing I
Mm-hmm.
do is going to be innovative. Nothing I do is going to be groundbreaking. There's always a version of what I do out there already. It's been established.
Right.
But then in this kind of aspect, where I write a song where it feels like I'm on an island, like it just feels like I'm the only person who feels this way. To
Mm-hmm.
have somebody come in and say that's so much similar to what we've been through in a isolating incident like this, the idea of nothing new under the sun is comforting, because
Mm-hmm.
like this grief that I'm feeling, this pain that I'm feeling, this hurt that I'm going through, these trials and tribulations that I'm dealing with is not singular to me.
Mm-hmm. It can be shared, and it can help somebody else. You
And
know what I'm
there's
saying?
so, like I said it before, but like there's so many examples, you included, of people who have gone through this and have thrived after, like life after death. You know what I'm saying? So like
Mm-hmm.
it's a definitely a therapeutic experience to write something like this down. I wrote it specifically because during the funeral I couldn't talk about it.
Mm.
Everybody, like so many people was like, "Yo, what happened?" And I just didn't talk when it came to that. I just changed the subject because that night was just too hard for me to think of and too hard for me to face. And I
Mm-hmm.
felt like writing it out would be the perfect way to like conquer my fears of that night. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. Yep.
And it's like, I don't know if I conquered it, but I do know that I can talk and I can think on it on that night and not feel out of control of my emotions. You know what I'm saying?
Mm. Well,
And I don't know.
that could be conquering it, or
Yeah.
one step closer to it.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what
And
I'm saying?
I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing to do that, but
Or if you ever will, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
I just hate not being in control of my emotions.
Mm-hmm.
Like I hate when something can rile me up to where I act out of character, or I hate when something can make me shrivel up and act out of character. Like I just
Oh
hate
man.
not being myself. And when it comes to that moment specifically and other moments in my life, I like
Mm-hmm.
don't. There's these moments, these instances where I'm not myself, and I hate that because like I try my best to be in control of everything or most things. You know what I'm saying? Like in life,
Mm-hmm.
and so when that control is lost, it's so foreign to me, bro. Like I hate it. So
Oh, maybe there's another lesson in there about about what you can and can't control, bro, and learning to move with what you can't.
okay, okay. I agree with you with that. When I
Mm-hmm.
say control, I mean my emotions. That's it.
Yeah, 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 for
Yeah.
sure. Oh,
Not
I
like,
got the
yeah.
complete opposite, bro. I gotta learn to rein it
Yeah.
in, for sure.
That's just,
Okay.
I mean, same thing. Same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Bringing it in, or keeping composure and all that. Like I
Mm-hmm.
think I'm really like, and that's the thing. I think I'm really good at it now. Like
You are.
I don't really let a lot of things phase me. Like I'm just kind of whatever. So
Mm-hmm.
when it does happen, I'm just like it just, it just don't,
Yeah.
I don't be getting mad too. Like I'm getting mad. Oh yeah, that's another thing. I'm so happy I got therapy next week Thursday, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so amped up right now. It's terrible. New coworker dude trying to tell me how to do my job, and I'm like, yeah,
Ooh.
like
Ooh. God gives his toughest tests to his strongest soldiers.
nah. I'm like, man, I'm not in the right. I'm not Seth right now, so I'm finna just give everybody the benefit of the doubt and say I'm tripping. So,
Mm.
but I know, yeah.
Ooh, you're a lot more selfless than me, bro. Because I'm like, but you're a piece of shit.
Well,
okay?
well,
I got something to tell you.
Marcus, my baseline and your baseline is two different bases in two different lines in two different lines. You know what I'm saying? So like, I get you.
Things are a little thinner on this side. You know what I'm saying? It's a little thinner, okay? But I'm trying, you know what I'm saying? And Mauso is trying too, man. I also still need to seek help and figure that out. I've been going through my insurance trying to set these appointments and stuff. So
okay,
stop talking about it and just fucking get to therapy, dude. I just gotta go.
So yeah, I got 2 more free sessions, but they also said they could hook me up with grief counseling, and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna need that. So
I've looked that up too. Grief counseling, meeting up with like different just different help groups. You know what I'm saying? And just to it's that thing that you said, right? I came to that conclusion a long time ago that I know I'm not the only one who feels like this. Yeah. And I do take comfort in that. You know what I'm saying? I love to seek out people who feel the same way because I know I'm not alone in this, bro. Like, I cannot be the only one alone in this. Yeah. I can't because it's not right. But I don't know,
We should have a grief pod.
Oh, God.
I'm so down for a grief pod.
Okay. Patreon. No. No. I'm down for a grief pod for sure. Yeah.
Like,
hell yeah.
You know what? I have an idea for a pod.
Oh.
And it's not even like I don't know. It don't feel like a real idea. It feels just like a segment, but like a whole pod full of segments. And I would just love for people to come up and talk about their favorite loved one who's passed. Like I don't know why, but I know how I feel, and like when people pass and you know them, and like you're like I'm like, yo, this person was such a gem, such a gift to the world, and not enough people know them. You ever feel like that? Like I'm like, no, like not it. This person's time on Earth was so great, and not enough people are aware of it. Like people need to know. Like I have this idea of going to the cemetery and asking people who are around to, hey, I got this idea for a website. We'll put a QR code next to this loved one that you got, and people can scan it and read about this person's life.
Nice.
Like it just
that's a great idea,
bro. I want to do it for my dad. I want to do it for my grandma. I want to do it for like everybody that I know. But I would love to just make that a thing to where you can get a tombstone and be like, hey, this is the QR code. When anybody who's like, dang, I wonder who is this person? Who's, what is this person's story? And then you could just scan it, and then they could just go to a page and they could just list, their life, early life, like a Wikipedia page damn near. But just like, I just feel like so many people have passed, and their stories that have went with them deserve so much more coverage, and there's like so many dope people out here that we just don't know about. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
I know I can't be the only one. I know I can't.
Yeah. I personally, I don't know if I'd be able to take that. Like listening to people share these stories about their favorite loved one who's gone. I don't know if I'd be able to take that. I'd be like too caught up in my own emotions to try to separate that, you know what I'm saying? And being like, yo, this is actually, a celebration of a life that's gone. And for me and my family, like I was always of that mindset of like, not everybody needs to know. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody needs to know. The greatness of my family member is enough for me and my family. You know what I'm saying? But in another way, sharing their life can help somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Not just me. So then it becomes selfless to talk about the ones who are lost. You know what I'm saying? The ones who are gone. So, fuck, man. I just got to expand my mind. What?
Well, and like everything isn't for everybody. Right. You know what I'm saying? So like, if people would rather have privacy or would rather just not do those kind of things, that's fine. Come on, bro. This is life.
Yeah, of course.
Like you do exactly what you need to do in life to survive, to get through day to day. So I get it. But in terms of like, for me, I don't know, man. It's like one of those things where I got so many things I want to share about people. and I just want to scream it to the mountaintops. You know what I'm saying? And like everything that I do from here on out, I want to make it a testament to these people. You know what I'm saying? So like, I don't know. I got so many ideas in my head because life is so 59, like life is so short.
Yeah.
Like we got 60, 70 years. That's it. You know what I'm
You
saying? Like
you have something to like dump all these ideas in? Like you be
I
writing
keep
this down?
I keep it in the note. Yeah, I keep it in the
Oh
note.
yeah. Okay.
There's like a note. It's like this kind of idea, book idea, movie idea, and all
Yeah.
these things. Like, yeah, no,
It's
I
like
just have a
bulleted.
little
Yeah.
note. It's not even bulleted. It's just like double space,
Yeah.
you know. But
Yeah, yeah.
no, yeah, like this, yeah, yeah. I
Okay.
gotta just lock in.
That's a great idea, actually. I would love like that sounds like a great idea for a museum or something. I know you wouldn't wouldn't be locked up in a museum, but that's a great like museum idea. You know what I'm saying? Something for like curation. Like
Yeah,
you can do like themes around it too. Like it's yeah, that's a great idea, bro.
I see these. You know what kind of started it? I see these obituaries
Uh-huh.
online,
Mm-hmm.
and you can just search obituary. Like you can look at it on the websites,
Mm-hmm.
but you there's no connection between that obituary online that talks about their life and the tombstone or the
Yeah.
bench that's the commemorating them. Like there's no connection to it. You know what I'm
That
saying?
bench is telling me a lot more
Yeah,
than the obituary. You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? It's
So
like that's crazy. And you know, I've been going to the cemetery a lot more recently, and now I start to wonder like, what were the lives of the people right next to my family is. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? I love to know because then I get I don't know. I just get fixated on like the year, like the
mhm.
year they're gone, and a couple of them around my family that are gone since 2007. Da, 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 and it gets me thinking about my own life. So I'm just like, what kind of life did these people live? Like,
Yeah,
you know what I mean? And it looks like there's still love there because when I go, fresh flowers there. You know what I'm
mhm.
saying? Water was, thrown onto the tombstone and stuff. So yeah, that's a great idea, bro. I'm definitely scanning a couple of freaking barcodes, bro. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? QR
That
codes, I mean. You know what I'm saying?
that'd be so yeah.
That's
Yeah.
tight.
Hopefully
Damn.
we could do something because QR codes are so easy to make,
Yeah.
and then you can just put that on anything. You can laminate a piece of paper and put it on the wall, or
Hmm.
whatever. So,
Would you do you said you would do that for your dad's stuff? Like you could just do that right now if you wanted to.
oh yeah, no, trust me, it's gonna get done.
Yeah.
But what's that like? You could, and it could be something simple like a blogger or like a
Yeah.
Wix. You know what I'm saying? Like
Hmm.
it don't gotta be something incredible. It could just be something totally simple. But yeah, no, like I got some ideas, especially
Yeah.
for either his birthday or his 1 year that I'm finna work on it and get it cracking. So,
Cool.
but yeah,
Hell yeah.
sorry
Sorry.
guys,
I said sorry. Sorry. Got a little sad there at the end, but
sorry
yeah, yeah,
y'all.
yeah. Yeah, man.
Oh, side note,
Um
side note, side note.
what?
I'm about to go to my first Canadian football game.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That's right. Yeah.
Shout out to the Uso Jeremiah Masoli. They're finna see him ball out preseason game. You know what I'm saying? The Big Usos gonna be in town. Did you meet him in Samoa?
Mm-mm.
Okay, okay.
Mm-mm.
They came to Samoa. They did a dope combination workshop
Mm.
or workshop training camp, whatever. So they
Yeah.
did a training camp. So like a group of them came from the Bay Area, and half of them was athletes. So they did training camps with the football players, and then half of them were poets. So then we did a writing
What?
workshop stuff. So then
That's
we had, and
tight.
they were like rappers too. So like I remember, man, B Santiago. I forgot all about B. I think it was Brandon, but I remember his rapper name was like B Santiago. And like he was one of them. The homie Alex, who's now like a UFC fight, MMA fighter type. He was one of them. So they all like came and Teresa
Mm.
Siangatonu, something like that.
Okay.
Bro, blew my mind. Crazy. She's incredible. But they all came down, and so they did a writing workshop and then training camp, and then I met Jeremiah Masoli and I met all these other people. And like we used to go to the club. We was going to the club. We was playing bananagrams in the club. Like it was crazy. We was out, we was over there bowling and all that. So So yeah, Jemima, this is gonna be my first time since Samoa. That was like 10 years ago. So yeah, BC Lions, yeah.
How old is bro? Is he our age?
I think he's 35. A little
Oh
older
yeah,
than
okay.
us. Yeah. A little younger than you, but yeah, 35.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm excited. Monday. All right. So yeah. Let's get to some of these topics on the list.
I need to go to more football games.
Yes. Come on down. Did you want me to introduce this?
Yeah.
All right. It's Alcorn State graduation. So there's a viral video going around on TikTok. A Samoan family was asked to leave the rafters when they were cheering while their child, cousin, brother, whatever, was walking across the stage during his graduation at Alcorn State. So they had to leave. They got evacuated, they got escorted out. And so they waited. They waited in, what would you call that? Like the hallways, basically?
Hallways, atrium.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
They waited in the hallways. They waited for him to come out. And as soon as he came out, they did the haka on the stairs.
Yeah.
Right? They did the haka on the stairs, made it, it was a big show of appreciation, of love, of congratulations and all that. But I seen it and I thought about our old conversations, and I wanted to know, is that a yay or a nay in your opinion?
Because when you bring up the old conversations, it's about the stuff in New Zealand, right? The Maori politicians, and they're doing the haka.
No, I'm talking about the old graduations.
Oh,
yeah, remember like some of them was.
Oh,
remember? Yeah.
Wait. Some of them was like what, doing the mostest?
Remember like the person on stage did the haka, and then another one where the person was getting their stuff, and then people in the crowd was doing the haka, or they was, yelling and singing or whatever. I'm talking about that. But if you want to compare it to the Parliament thing,
that was the thing. That was the thing I thought of first. But okay. I'm trying to think. Have we talked about things like that on the show? Okay, because I remember talking about how like when they go crazy after. You know what I'm saying? The big old crazy ways at the end. Yeah, all that. I remember definitely talking about that, but this seems like a completely different thing. Those other ones that you was talking about, those old graduations, where they stopped it all. They kept it going. Nobody was escorted out.
So that was the saving grace for our last argument, from what I remember. And mind you, we just two people with real bad memories.
Yeah, we schmuck. We be schmugging.
But the thing that I remember is we didn't mind it because it didn't stop the graduation. Like the graduation kept going. There was one where the person stopped in the middle of the graduation and did a dance or did something.
Okay, yeah.
Remember, they were singing. They were singing in the crowd, and the person stood there. And that was the only one.
Yeah, they were at the top, and then that was the girl. Yeah, there you go.
We had an issue with that because they stopped the graduation ceremony, and it was just kind of inconsiderate. But other than that, we kind of agreed that that wasn't bad. But this is a little different. They were escorted out, so it did cause a bit of a ruckus, and then they later on did the haka. Okay, here we are. What do you think?
Yeah. I guess them getting escorted out didn't really. I guess it did. It caused a distraction. Everybody's looking. Everybody's watching, trying to see what's going on, and then they waited on purpose.
Yeah,
they waited on purpose for everybody to fill up the atrium, the hallways, or whatever, and then did the haka for everybody to see. My instinct is to say, yay, I'm cool with it, just because of the stuff that happened in New Zealand. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I don't know because but the thing that stops me though is like, I guess, rank of importance, which sounds fucked up to say, but like the stuff that happened in New Zealand, they're fighting, they're literally fighting for their people and what's going on, on their land and stuff. Whereas it's a high school graduation, you know what I'm saying? It just seems like these are escalating every year though. Like people are going, like the Polynesians are going crazy out here now. First instinct, bro. I'm just like, yeah, I'm cool with it, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead. Fight against it, bro. Fuck them. They escorted y'all out. Fuck them. Just go for it. You know what I'm saying? They want to make y'all an example. They want to escort you out and make everybody look at you in there. All right, cool. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait and then haka it out.
Damn.
Why?
You might have changed my position on this.
Uh-oh.
I was gonna say, so please keep in mind. Please keep in mind. My opinion is it don't mean much. It don't mean much. We're just sitting here talking.
Yeah.
And I was instinctively gonna say nay.
Mm-hmm.
Only I don't know. Only because, man, I feel like there's better ways to celebrate your people instead of creating, just pulling the attention towards you, right?
Exactly, right. That's another thing to it. You made it about yourself.
Yeah, like
once you waited and made everybody watch you, you made it about yourself.
Yeah, but I could see that perspective. I feel that perspective. Mm-hmm. But when you put it in that way, where it's like, oh, they wanted to set an example out of you. Oh, they wanted to escort you out. Oh, they wanted everyone to watch you get escorted out.
The good old walk of shame.
Guess what? We in the hallway. We waiting for you. We finna double back and come on, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's also something. One thing that I will say is, like, after hearing like Maori people and people from New Zealand speak on it, I be feeling weird when I see people in the States doing the haka. Like especially if it's like if the language that they speaking is not our language, like, well, I feel a little.
Don't we have our own versions of the haka? We have our war dances. We have these where we say it in our languages, bro.
It goes.
No, man, no, like like Samoan teams, like they will do their own version of the haka and stuff. But I guess if you want to go back and be technical and literal about it, the haka is a Maori thing. Well, look, other Pacific Islanders have their own versions of it. What
do you think in that video? Do you think that was a Samoan or Tongan haka?
No, of course not.
It was the one.
It's not,
and it's the All Blacks,
right? It was the All Blacks. It was the All Blacks. And here's the thing.
Be wrong, but yeah.
Here's the thing, though, right? When people watch that, they're not gonna think, "Oh, that's the Samoan version of the haka." They're automatically thinking, "Oh, haka," and they may not associate that entirely with Maoris, but they're gonna know that that's maybe some kind of Polynesian in there somewhere. You know what I'm saying?
See, if they did do the appropriate one,
right,
I cannot be mad.
Yeah,
but it just, after hearing so many takes about people from New Zealand saying like, "Yo, I don't know what they're even saying. Like, what are they even saying? What are they doing?" And it kind of you realize
people from New Zealand are asking what they're saying in the Maori haka,
like in the language. No, they're like looking at people from the States and just being
and doing it. Okay, why are
you? Like, it's just a poor man's rendition of it. Like after hearing so many people from out there say that, I'm just like, ugh.
That's fair. That's fair. Yeah. No,
that's the only. But what you said, I get it. Don't make an example out of me. We finna.
You know what I'm saying? If they're gonna make it a spectacle out of us, all right, then let's spectacle it up.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Get all the cameras pointed to us, and I'm gonna show y'all what we could have done in there, but we didn't. We were actually restrained in there. If you think about it, it could have been a lot worse in there, but we were restrained. But you decided to put us out on Front Street. So here we are in the atrium. Come on.
Y'all want to make a spectacle out of us, so we about to exceed expectations. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah. Hey, that's a bit of a reach, bro. Yeah. That was a reach.
Nah, it's okay.
But he got there.
I got long arms. You know
what I'm saying? That was a reach, but he got there.
I was stretching.
Yeah. So, it's like halfway between yay and nay for us. What is it? Yay? Nay, yay?
I think it's more yay than nay.
Ali Boo my yay?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Ali Boo my nay. Definitely more yay than nay.
Yeah.
All right, for sure.
I don't know how long we've been talking, but did you want to get to the last one, or the second to the last one, or both?
Let's get to the last one.
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's get to the last one. We could definitely say, because that's a victory. Yeah. We can talk about that later. Yeah, so I put something in the note right here talking about the Last Airbender, right? Avatar, the Last Airbender. Y'all know, if you've been listening, we are huge fans of, all right? And they're doing a film, all right? They're making a film of it coming out later.
Film and like a new TV show, I think.
And and a new, maybe a new Avatar show. Oh, yeah, I'm tripping. New Avatar show. And then a film about the Last Airbender with Aang and them. But apparently they're not hiring the original voice actors for them characters because they want the voice actors to match ethnicities with the characters in the show. Which, I feel like on the surface is like, yeah, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? It immediately brings me to Apu from The Simpsons and how, I forget his name, Hank Azaria? Hank Azaria voiced Apu for a long time. And then there's a lot of discourse about him being white, voicing an Indian dude, and all that. So they replaced him. He left after like 10 plus years doing The Simpsons, and they replaced him with somebody else. And that was the whole thing. And now we have this, right? And I'm just like, it's hard to be mad at their sentiment, but I personally want Jack DeSena back as Sokka. I want Dante Basco back as Zuko.
He said Jack DeSena. What'd you say?
I said Jack DeSena as Sokka. I'm gonna Sokka your mouth. You keep talking like this.
He said, I want Jack and a crack and a bag of socks. I said, what?
Jack and DeSena as Sokka as Senna, and then DeSena a Jack. What the fuck is he speaking? Is he speaking Maori, bro? What does he even say out there in the States?
I want the kamate.
Don't make me kamate your shit, Jack DeSena.
I didn't know what you just said. Okay, so, you said you want Jack the Sinner as...
Jack the Sinner, he says.
Wait, what did you say?
Jack the Sinner, bro. Jack DeSena, I think his name is. Jack the Sinner. Oh, you want Jack the Sinner back? You want Jack the Sinner, fool.
I thought you would. I was like, Jack the Sinner. Who's that? Is that Mr. Marcus's cousin?
Yo,
this guy, Mr. Marcus and Jack.
Hey, he good. Chill out. Don't talk about Mr. Marcus like this, man. Don't do this. No. Okay. Jack DeSena is Sokka's voice actor. Yes.
Okay.
A white dude. Okay. A curly-headed fuck. White dude. Okay. Dante Basco.
Jack DeSena. Hey, Dante. Wait, Dante, no?
I don't know who they're giving, who they're not. I don't know. And Bosco I think he's Filipino.
Yeah, he's
but he's not Chinese.
Okay.
Or Japanese, whoever they're portraying. I'm inclusive. I don't know.
Marcus, you can't mess up. That's your people.
Asian adjacent. I don't know. Can Filipinos play Chinese characters? Japanese or Korean characters? Can they? It sounds racial.
This is a talk to be had. This is a talk.
Shut your ass up. This is a talk to be had. I'm having it with you.
Nah, it's a talk to be had. I don't know if it's had over here, but it's had. Yeah. It hadn't had yet. You know what I'm saying?
It hasn't been had yet, and we're not gonna had it.
Yeah. Tiffany Haddish.
Tiffany Haddish.
Tiffany Haddish and Jack DeSena. I thought it was a cool nerd voice actor, like, I'm Jack DeSena, and I'm Squidward.
Nah, nothing. No.
Okay.
No. But yeah, I want the original cast back, bro.
Okay.
And it's not no racial stuff. I'm just like, I want them back. I just personally, me, Marcus, from here in Carson, California, just want them back.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care about the racial stuff, dude. They made the show special to me. Little old me.
So the best way I could think of.
Don't bring up tattoos.
I was gonna say
the best way I can think of are the tattoos. Can you guys remember the tattoos?
I was gonna say, what if Moana was voiced by random people?
Yes, I know.
No,
I know.
What do you mean? You know, I'm asking you a question.
No, I wouldn't like it. I wouldn't like it. I personally wouldn't like it.
Yeah, like
it's just, but we're talking Avatar: The Last Airbender, where race or ethnicity wasn't explicitly said. But
don't do that.
No, it wasn't.
It's anime. Everybody knows anime.
Maybe y'all are racist for assuming that.
What are you talking
about? How are you just gonna assume everybody in anime is Japanese, Chinese, Korean, whoever of Asian descent?
No. First of all, I don't know. Sokka and them is indigenous, of course. You can tell.
Indigenous, of course.
His name is Sokka, Aang, Iroh, whatever his name is.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Bro, it's
yeah,
there.
They represent.
It's not there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. They definitely represent different sides of Asian culture for sure.
Yeah, let's take that portion out because I see where you're trying to go, but I'm not gonna let you go there. Now that we have established we do have ethnic characters in this show, I feel like us saying whether it's okay or not, it's like a Asian person saying, I don't mind if Moana is voiced by a white girl.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like that, and we would look at it like, oh, this ain't got nothing to do with you.
Right.
Like, just keep your opinions to yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like it would be the same for us when it comes to, you know, if we're okay with it, because it's not up to us to be accepting of it. Like,
right.
You know, it would be up to either the creators of Avatar or not even that, because I don't even know if the creators of Avatar are the places that they represent, but
exactly, right? So then if you're gonna make this, if you're gonna change that, right, change one thing about it because of like some kind of issue like race and stuff, you would feel more comfortable if everything was on board or behind board or whatever that thing is, right? Where executive producers is also of that descent, you know what I'm saying? Or the director or animators, you know what I'm saying? The entire team is of those people, you know what I'm saying? But if it's not, then it turns into like, well, what the fuck are we even doing fighting? You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, I feel like it would be really hard to find a group of the same ethnic group to do every aspect of a show.
Reservation Dogs. Reservation Dogs.
I mean, but what if they
were indigenous?
No, I'm talking about. I know the cast. I feel like casting is the most important part. Casting and directing, because directing, of course. Casting, directing, and writing, because the writing and directing are they're like directly they can directly change.
The director can directly
they can change or alter the way that this looks, the way that it feels, the things that they portray, the messages that they put out. So like I think those aspects, and then casting is important because of representation. Mm-hmm. Like if you're an indigenous person watching Res Dogs, it hits you differently than if you're an indigenous person watching The Sandlot. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And I will say this too, to do this. I know some people at work who, because they're indigenous, native people, who do not like Brother Bear. Because Brother Bear, all the voice actors are not indigenous at all. Like they got Rick Moranis in there, and just like a bunch of just like a bunch of just random people, you know, doing that. So like, as great as the story is, as great as the animation is, as great as the plot and the characters are, they can't get into it knowing that it's a white dude behind Coda or whatever. So like, I see that, and then I see this. I don't know any Japanese or any native people who have spoken about this, but I could see them being protective or feeling like this ain't even us, because these people aren't our people. I can see people being upset, and I'm not mad at that, because I know I would be the same way, you know?
Yeah, no, I understand. I just want Jack to send a to Jack to come back as Zuko. Jack the Sinner, like, you know, it's just a personal thing for me. But I understand all the racial stuff. It's I'd hate it if some white girl was, or voicing Moana, or if it was an older white dude, they just got him to do a fucking, you know what I'm saying, a little girl voice trying to do Moana. I'd be like, dude, no, like, boycott.
This is what voice actors are supposed to do. They're supposed to be a character. It's like, I don't want
I'm not
Timothée
even
Chalamet as Moana.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, dude, I'm not even on screen. What does my voice matter, dude? I'm a voice actor. Voice actor. Yeah, no. I don't know, man. Just bring Donnie just bring Donnie Basco back. That's all.
Yeah.
Whatever role you want to put him in, you know, in regards to ethnicity, do what you will.
Yeah.
I won't get mad at it. You know what I mean?
Hey, Zuko could be Filipino.
He could be Filipino.
You know what I'm saying?
I read that.
The bun said a little too much and he hit his eye. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
He starts the oven with the fire bending.
Yeah, you know. You heard what?
Bro. That the different regions represent obviously different ethnicities. So, you know, all that ethnicity stuff earlier was a joke. I understand. The natives in the water tribe, the Chinese and the monks over there for the air monks. The air monks.
You made it sound like some flying Nikes that's been a job. Yeah, them air
I got
monks.
the Nike. Yeah, I got the Nike Air Monks too, bro.
I got the last of the air monks driving.
Yeah. I got the last of the Angs, bro.
The last of the Angs.
Yeah, man. So yeah, shout out to Avatar: The Last Airbender. Please don't fuck this up.
Yeah. Please
don't. That's all we ask.
Do what y'all must, but just
do what y'all must.
Do it correctly.
Do it. Come on and do it. Yeah, man. I don't know how long we've been talking. I think we good though.
I think we good.
I think we got a solid one. It's freaking 8:00 already, dude.
It is. It's time for me to eat some dinner.
Yeah, I'm gonna play some Fallout. I'm gonna go build me a settlement.
I don't got nothing else. Take us out, brother.
Yeah. Patreon.com/Polytickin Podcast. All of that, man. $5 a month gets you 4 extra episodes a month. You know what I'm saying?
And go listen to my new songs. You know
go listen to that. Come on, stream that. All right. Go
Sefa M on all platforms.
Come on. Go feel something. All right. Yeah. This has been another episode of the Polytickin Podcast. You freaking nuts. Go far. Bye.
Yeah, I forgot how to do this. Hold up. How you do this?
How you do this, bro?
How you do this?
Do this, dog.
Okay. All right, 5.